So LASIK is a technique that is very well established. It's been around for around 20 years now, and the technique involves creating a flap on the cornea. Now, the way we do the flap varies from clinic to clinic. There are in fact two methods of creating a flap on the corneal surface, and in fact, if I show you this graphic, it will demonstrate how that works. So in years gone by, and this is for historical reference, we used to use a mechanical instrument called a keratome that would actually create the flap on the cornea. Nowadays, however, we're using a laser system which can create a flap in a much more precise way, much safer and more predictable than a mechanical device ever was. So the laser is called a femtosecond laser, and that creates the flap on the corneal surface, which is then elevated to expose the underlying tissue. The underlying tissue, called the stroma, is what is reshaped by a second laser system called the excimer laser. Now, the excimer laser removes very, very small amounts of tissue from the corneal surface in order to change the shape of the eye, to change your focus. Once that's done, and that might be a 5 or 6 second ablation for the average patient, the flap is then repositioned back down, and no stitches are required. The flap adheres back to the undersurface with natural suction forces. And that's it, the treatment is done. Typically it takes about 10 minutes for each eye.